Coach, what do you tell your team at this point? I mean, struggling obviously, lost 7, 8 in a row here. And how do you approach this week different maybe from last week?
Yeah, with all due respect, I don't think we're struggling. I think we approach it the same as we do from day one. You work hard every day in practice. You work on fundamentals. We take care of the ball. We are getting a lot of shots up. We go hard every single day, just like every other team in the country. And I think Dana, just with a young and experienced team, that's the only way to go about it, is every day there is a chance to grow and progress. Did we get better today, or did we take a step back today? And I think that's just your focus every day as a collegiate basketball coach. You don't focus on the record in a year like this. You focus on getting better, knowing that the Horizon League is set up perfect for a team like this. You know, you go in, you win Monday night conference tournament, you turn around, you play on Wednesday, you win Wednesday, you're in the semifinals. You know, so our focus is just getting better every single day. Every win we can get, we'll take, and I think we are getting better.
With that in mind, at some point, don't you have to chalk up a win or two so that when you get to the tournament, you know you can do it?
Absolutely. I mean, we all want to win games. I think that's what we're in the business to do. And my student athletes are no exception to that. These ladies work so hard to not be winning, Jim. It's amazing how hard they're working, knowing it's been a month since we've won a game. They're giving us everything they have to give in practice, and we just aren't putting it together in the games. And I think that you know, we've shook up the starting lineup. That's been good for productivity of practice. That's been good for competition. And now we just got to get all 12 girls on the same page on the same night. And if we can do that, I think we're a very, very good team. You know, we're having some good performances from some people night in and night out. And once we get everybody clicking together, I think we can do some damage.
Coach, from a confidence standpoint, what do you think a win in the league right now would mean to these girls?
I think a lot. I think that once we get one, we're going to go on a roll personally. That's my personal belief. We just got to get that one. I think that confidence, you know, sometimes plays a role with women student athletes. It's a little different with the guys. They grew up playing at the park every day, and it doesn't matter if you lose a few, they're still coming out the next day believing and confident. And I think with women, they're a little more sensitive to that. And I think that, you know, the biggest thing I can do is be very dominant in the media, talking about how good I think my team is, and that's what I believe. And I believe that hopefully that frays off on their confidence, and we need to carry ourselves with a little more swagger day in, day out, and get through those stretches. You know, we just had 2 stretches in the last game, too. We had a stretch early on in the first half and a stretch to close out the end of the first half. And other than that, it would have been a 2-point ball game. So we got to get rid of those stretches that we just aren't productive.
Cindy, what areas are you getting better?
I think our offensive rebounding has continued to develop over the season. It's been something that's been good for us. I think we've got a lot of individual players doing a lot of individual things much better. You know, Kenyo Middlebrooks has really, really improved on the defensive end and is playing some big minutes for us. You know, Kelsey is playing the 1 for us here in games and playing the 2 and 3 and the 4. I mean, she's very versatile right now, and I'm very excited about that. You know, Rachel Manuel played some big minutes for us this last 2 games. I think it's just about their individual development. And then, like I said, I mean, obviously every coach in America knows this. We've got to get 8 to 9 girls playing on the same page the same night. You know, we're still trying to find that without those letdowns. You know, and we had a few we just didn't score. They had a 15-point run on us the other night, and that's not going to give us a win. So we've got to take care of that, and I think it's more transition defense than anything else.
Is your non-starting lineup, so to speak, still in place?
Oh, absolutely. They're having to earn it. You know, after every practice together, 15 minutes to everybody. Not point where everything's correct. I think what is helping us as coaches to stay fresh, stay to who's producing each day, and not just the day before the game, who looked good that day, but who looked good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, who looked good to shoot around Thursday, and who's ready for the start. And I think we had a great starting lineup the last game. I think we had the right lineup for the game. It was an unfortunate injury with Kamisha Alexander. You know, we hope she's going to be okay. She's day-to-day right now, but we thought we had a good lineup offensively and defensively for us.
Is Nikita healthy?
Nikita is definitely still day-to-day as well. You know, she's still having a problem with that Achilles of hers. It's been nagging her here a little bit lately. You know, but she is, as everybody on our team, if you want to say everybody's healthy, you know, we've got 3 girls on the roster that aren't receiving 50 minutes of treatment every day before practice or shoot around, so she's just as healthy as everybody else is right now. She works hard, though. She works real hard through the pain.
Just thoughts about UIC?
They're playing well right now, Jim. They've got a lineup of it's predominantly 4 guards and 1 post. They're a 3-4 player, you know, was a 6-foot guard. So they run a lot of 4-out sets. They're a much different team. My staff is telling me, obviously I wasn't here last year, but my staff is telling me a much different team than what you usually see with the UIC team in the past. So a little more fundamental this year, running their sets, executing full court pressing, half court trapping, so we're going to have to be prepared for a lot of different things.
Cindy, coach sometimes through the fans' eyes is based on wins
Yes.
and losses. What do you tell the fans at this point?
You know, I think the fans are supporting us. I think the fans, every time I see them after the games, Dana, you know, they say keep working hard. We see improvement. This is a different team than last year. They're working harder. So I think as long as the fans are still seeing that, I mean, I have many people that I've never even met after each game. I still get random emails, you know, that the team looks good, they're playing well. You know, when someone falls on the floor and you see 5 red jerseys, go over to that person and pick them up and say it's all right, keep working. You know, those are the things that we're striving for. Those little details of teamwork and camaraderie, and I think that's what we do this for. You know, we do this for the overall experience. I think the other thing the fans want to know is, you know, our 3.3 GPA, the fact that we've done 9 community service projects this year. We do resumes with the team, and those definitely look much better right now than they did a month ago, that we're continuing to develop the full student athlete here at Youngstown State.
Coach, you still have a lot of conference games left to play. Are you at all concerned about positioning for the tournament as far as seeds, or you just want to get better?
I don't think right now it's about positioning. I think we've, you know, regrouped with our goals. I think right now everybody gets to go to the tournament. You want to be the highest seed. It'd be great if we could finish 7th or 8th and get to host that first game, obviously, and not play on the road. But I think right now it's just, you know, getting through this first stretch. I've seen everybody so excited for the second stretch. You know, no one will, you know, not only us as coaches, but our team is going to have that knowledge, firsthand experience of a game against the opponent, you know, and there's nothing like that. So, you know, we've got 2 more games here left to get, you know, through everybody once, and then the second stretch I think is going to be a better stretch for us.